Let's discuss.
Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I'm very excited to be reacting to a new track from the band Inertia. This is a band I have not gotten to cover on the channel, but I found them recently through their track from this year called Hive Mind. It's actually taken from the same EP that the track we'll be checking out today is off of. It'll be out a week from the day I'm posting this, so March 18th will be the day the EP is out. The EP is called Memoria, and the song we're checking out today is called Arisaka. So I checked out Hive Mind earlier this year. It's an incredible track. I've been hooked on it. It's one of my favorite singles to come out so far this year, and there has been a ton of really awesome singles. So that says a lot. That's really what caught my attention. Shout out to the band and the PR for getting this over to me in time to make a video for release. I'm very excited, so I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. All of their social media can be found in the description.
I'm counting down the hours till I see you face to
Inertia, Arisaka, let's discuss. 2 for 2 on the tracks from this band for me. I'm actually unsure of why I haven't gone back in their discography. I've probably listened to Hive Mind like somewhere around 30 times this year, and yeah, so that's the only track that I've heard from them. So usually if I find a song like that and I have it on repeat, I go and look for more. But I guess just so much, I've been finding a lot of bands like this that they just have such a nice sound. The production is sounding really on point, have EPs coming up, so I think maybe like finding it, getting hooked on it, and then maybe just not the need for like more new music yet, and knowing I'll eventually get to it. But anyway, once that riff kicks in, I was pretty much sold on it. I knew which direction we were gonna go in. The bits of synth in there, the bass in that first verse, as well as just like that entire, before the bass kicks in, before that first verse, just that intro really, I think, set the tone. The riffs for me and the bass overall are what really drove this track. They were the most standout things for my taste. If you've seen a number of videos on my channel, those are kind of some things that I talk about a lot. Having that groove in the riffs, there were some parts that were just like, standing out as really beautiful, and then there were some parts that they had that tone to them, and I'll get to that in a little bit once I kind of think through the song. It had that, so yeah, once it kicks into that first verse, it's got that bass, it's got like an eerie sort of lead, whereas that intro had what I'm talking about with the more like a stank face inducing type of riff, but when it has that really bassy first verse, and throughout the track, that balance between the sort of bassy with the more open sounding lead rather than like tappy, or not so much tappy, I don't think. I'm trying to remember the main riff that I was thinking of. Regardless of that, vocally I really like this as well. The chorus is catchy, but not in like a hooky type of way. It's I think it's more in like the vocal patterns and the delivery there, kind of similar to I really liked that they used that lead up to the breakdown. It had that sort of I don't know what you call that sort of melody, but you know what I'm saying, like chanty sort of, except not being chanted obviously, but that sort of tone with it, and then it was used again in the outro. I liked that build up to the breakdown itself, absolutely. Hearing those unclean vocals, I like the clean vocals a lot. I think they have a little bit of attitude to them. I think the delivery and the voice itself adds a lot, in the chorus being catchy the way that it is, without being like, like having, sometimes, for the most part, with like catchy choruses, with clean vocals and such, I look for like that hook that really grabs you, you know what I mean? But with this, it just sort of like the whole entire thing just flowed really nicely, in a way that could get stuck in my head for sure. But as it goes into that breakdown, it really piqued my interest to hear. I would love to hear at some point in their discography just like an angry track, to see what that would sound like. But I really like their style of having that that sort of groove to them, that little bit of attitude and clean vocals like I was talking about, but also like some of those heavy pieces of it. That's what I'm here for. This is definitely going to be an EP to look out for. Hearing this and Hive Mind together, I'm not even sure which one would be my favorite of the two, just because they're both very solid, very promising, and have me stoked for this EP coming up. So again, that will be out on March 18th. I will very much be looking forward to it. I'll try to do at least a video or something like that when it drops to check out some more of it. I've really been digging the sound. So if this is your first time hearing the band, make sure you go check out that track Hive Mind and keep a lookout for this EP coming up. I need to go back further in their discography and check out more of it as well. So I'll link all of their social media and the video that I reacted to in the description of this video. So like I said, make sure if you liked this as well, go give them some love, check all that out. Other than that, you can also find my link tree in the description. It will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about in every single video. It's full of a bunch of my favorite people. We have a lot of music-related conversation, Last FM stats, new music, stuff like that. But then we also have unrelated to music conversation, a ton of conversation unrelated to music as well. We got pets, stuff like that, the general channel. So if you're interested in coming to join and check out the community, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I do keep it all music related, whether it be my chart on Friday of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week. I post that every week, every Friday. And then I also post a lot of merch. I've got a never-ending merch collection: vinyl, sweatshirts, t-shirts, flags, pants, all of it. I have a never-ending collection, so I'm constantly having content to put out on Instagram for merch. sometimes about shows, if I've been to a show recently and have stuff to share, photos, videos, whatever the case may be, on my story about new videos, that sort of thing. You get the idea. So if you have any interest in following me, like I said, that will be in the link tree in the description, but my handle is the same as my YouTube channel. It is Rachel Reacts. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.